In this video, I'm just going to overview the Pixlr application. When you first open up Pixlr, you're going to get this splash screen asking if you want to create a new image, open an image from a computer, search for an image, or whatever it is. I'm going to go ahead and click Create New, and it's going to ask me to name it, so I can call this, say, Sample Project. It gives you presets, so these are sample sizes that are pretty popular, and these are all listed in pixels here. So say, for example, I scroll down, it shows you, say, what a 1080p high definition movie would be, or something like that. So I can go ahead and select, say, a high definition movie resolution, or I could even type in manual measurements if I wanted to. Then there's this little transparent box. If you're going to create a JPEG image, it's automatically not going to be transparent. You have to have some type of color background, but say you're going to create a PNG, you could actually select transparency. I'm going to leave that turned off for now. Just hit OK. That goes ahead and opens up this sample project screen within my Pixlr work plane. Now you can actually have multiple projects open at a time, kind of stacked on top of each other, or you can go ahead and click this little full screen button, which just opens that up into your entire work plane. Real quick overview of Pixlr. You have your different various menus here, so files where you could say save things, open things, or whatever. Underneath edit is how you can copy and paste, move things, transform sizes and things. The image is actually this canvas size, so I could change my image size, canvas size. I can rotate things under here. Layers are for kind of stacking things on top of one another. We're going to get to that in a later video. Adjustments, again, we're going to get to that in a later video for editing photos. And then there's things like filters, your view menu, language settings, help, and etc., things like that. Now up here underneath that file menu, we have this toolbar, and that's going to change depending on what tools selected. This is your actual tool selection panel. So I have all these different tools, whether they're moving and selecting tools, drawing tools, or editing tools. And whenever you select one, you'll notice that this top bar actually changes because that's showing you specific settings and options for that tool. And again, we'll get to tools specifically in another video. On the right hand side, you have other menus that can actually change depending on whatever you have selected. So by default, and unfortunately Pixlr does show ads, you can always close those out. By default, you have the navigator that lets you move inside your work plane, so you can kind of zoom in and out. You can drag and move around if you have images here. You have your layers menu, and you have your history. So if you were to make a change, for example, if I was just going to go ahead and draw something here, notice that I could always go back. It's kind of like pushing undo if I wanted to, right on that history window, which is kind of nice.